Hey everybody, it's Alan from Bricks and Blocks Gaming. This video will just be me talking, so feel free to multitask while you listen, as there won't be much exciting happening with the visuals. I've been on what was supposed to be about a 2-month break from making content, but that break has turned into more than 5 months. So I thought I'd give an update with some insight into what I've been up to in my personal life, and how that relates to what will be coming from the channel for 2023 and beyond. I really thought I'd get back into content creating by mid-February, but in January, after quite a few years of talking and going back and forth about it, my wife and I decided we wanted to have a new house built. So we spent most of February and March on small projects getting our old house ready to sell. We found a buyer really quickly, which was awesome. Then we had to secure a rental, which was a bit stressful, and find places to store all our stuff, as the condo we found to rent is quite a bit smaller than our house was. We're finally settled into the rental, but now my wife and I are spending a lot of time making decisions about all the details involved with customizing our future house. And since the condo is so small, most of my gaming and recording stuff is in storage, as I have nowhere else to put it. And life apart from our family's moving adventure has also become quite busy. When my former co-host Jeff and I decided to start a YouTube channel back in 2019, it was pretty easy to navigate my role as a dad, while still having plenty of time for my hobbies. My kids were pretty young, went to bed early, and issues they were dealing with in their lives were fairly easy to solve. I'm now into the middle school stage of parenting, which means my kids have more activities. Bedtime used to be at 8:15, now it's 9:15. Which often turns into 9:45 as my wife and I are chatting with the kids about complicated things in life and society and answering deep questions our kids have. And this leads to more conversations between my wife and I far after the kids are in bed, which means I have very little me time in the evenings now. Also, my kids used to think the fact that I had a YouTube channel was cool and were always interested in what I was doing. But now they just call me out for double standards I've set with screen time as I spend hours editing my videos. But with their age comes some good things. My daughter is now starting to play some board games and card games that are more strategy oriented, so even though I have less time to play my favorite games, I'm spending some great time with her playing games that are still really fun. And since our kids still enjoy hanging out with us, my wife and I want to make the most of the current opportunities to spend good quality time with them. So while there's some great things about this stage of parenting, it's not so great for creating videos, which is okay. Besides parenting, I've got some other things vying for my time as well, like work. When COVID hit in 2020, I cut back on work so I could be home with the kids a couple days per week to help them with school. But this also meant I didn't need as much sleep to function in the day, so it was easy to stay up late working on my hobbies. And I actually kept that lighter work schedule after the kids went back to school, which really helped me have time to make videos. But over the last year, I've been working more, and as of a few months ago, I'm back to my pre-COVID era work schedule. I do have Fridays off, but this time is also filling up with other things. After about a 10-year hiatus from playing basketball, I've started playing with a group of guys early on Friday mornings, which means no staying up until 2 or 3 in the morning on Thursdays anymore. This summer, I'm planning to use my Fridays to get the kids out of our little condo to go do something special with them each week. And beyond my own kids, I'm helping with a middle school youth group at my church, and in the fall, I'll be volunteering at the public middle school every Friday, just chatting and hanging out with kids during breakfast and lunch times. So my Friday hobby time is going to be limited. Even if I had more time right now, I have no room to set up my games or my recording stuff. The other night we had to move our dining room table, because we keep it crammed against the wall, just to be able to make enough room around it to set up a board game. So creating video content will definitely be a challenge in this place. However, I will have a few videos releasing. I always hated that I never finished my Frostgrave Perilous Dart campaign. The second edition released in the middle of the series, and changed single player enough to make it feel like my warband was suddenly cheating. And while I won't be jumping back into that campaign, I didn't want to leave my Stargrave The Last Prospector campaign hanging unfinished as well. So before we packed up our stuff from our house, I quickly played through the last 4 battles of that campaign and I hope to finish editing them and start publishing them sometime in June. Beyond that, I have some ideas for some short strategy videos I could make while I'm still in our condo, but I'm not sure what from those ideas I'll actually create. And I'll have kind of a random video coming out related to a LEGO convention I'm taking my family to later this year. But sometime this fall, we'll move into our new house, and I'm going to have a room dedicated as a gaming studio. I'll have lots of space for my stuff, and I can leave things set up. I had been tearing everything down weekly because my old game room doubled as a playroom on Sundays when some friends routinely came over with their kids. But before I can make use of my room, we have to set up the rest of the house. Then we'll be celebrating Thanksgiving and Christmas, and January is always busy for my family. So it probably won't be until February of next year when I can consistently make content again. And as far as what kind of content I'll be creating, I can't say for sure because it's a long way out from now. I plan to continue making content for Frostgrave and Stargrave, as I really enjoy these games, but I am considering branching out a little bit into some other games I'm interested in playing and sharing my experiences with through this channel. I'd love to do some Rangers of Shadowdeep videos, and I've really become interested in 5 parsecs from home. So let me know in the comments what you think about seeing content from these games. But like I said, it'll be like 8 months until I can get serious about filming stuff again, so my plans might change. In the meantime, any videos I create while in our condo will have a different presentation, as I don't have anywhere to really film myself talking to my camera. So I'm going to take the opportunity to try something different with my intros, outros, and some other parts of my videos. For my release schedule, I used to really try to publish a video at least every 6 to 7 days, because I heard the YouTube algorithm expects that, but I've noticed that taking breaks, except for this 5-month break, hasn't really hurt my views or anything else my channel analytics show me. So when I am established in my new house, I won't feel obligated to release something just based on how long it's been since my last upload. And I probably won't have a consistent release schedule like I have for most of the channel's life. So to sum up, living in a small condo currently limits my options for making videos. Being a busy dad makes it difficult finding time to make videos. However, I will be releasing some Stargrave battles, hopefully a few Frostgrave videos, and maybe some other random content over the next few months. And once we're in our new house, I'll have a dedicated gaming studio. But it won't be until probably February of next year when I'll know what Bricks and Blocks Gaming will look like going forward. I want to thank you for being interested enough in my content to listen through this video about what's been going on behind the scenes in my life. I'm Alan with Bricks and Blocks Gaming, and until the next video, play well.